Hello everyone, TheShadowedOne1 here. Here is my picks for the top 10 movies of 2014. I hope you enjoy. Number 10, Interstellar. I really did like Interstellar, but it's not really one of the top best of the films of the year. I really liked the story, and I loved the characters and the performances, but the writing was a little meh, and of course the whole twist and the whole thing about it just was a little confusing, and then the audio was kind of hard to understand in the editing process. I'm sure they were like, hey, we have to make this be crazy because we don't want people to understand everything. Well, Nolan, just make sure that everybody understands it, because then it just ruins the process for everyone who wants to watch and enjoy the film. But I still liked Interstellar. The visual effects was incredible. Hans Zimmer's score was incredible, and I can't wait to see what he does next. Number 9, Guardians of the Galaxy. I was a little optimistic, well, very optimistic when I first saw the trailer for the film, but over time my view changed, and I was like, okay, maybe this can be better than Iron Man 3, which I absolutely hated in 2013. And luckily enough, it exceeded my expectations. Unfortunately, it was kind of clouded by too much comedy at parts that it didn't need. For example, Quill's distraction of Ronan was it just kind of made the main villain, who was frightening by Lee Pace, kind of an idiot. But otherwise, it was a great movie with great performances, great makeup and music, and also the music by all those performers was really good and great choice. I enjoyed Guardians of the Galaxy. Yep. Next is X-Men: Days of Future Past. I really did like this film. I thought the performances were really good. The fact that they had both cast from the two different timelines is incredible. The fact that they balanced these two timelines together during sequences was very good editing, and I can't wait to see what they do next. I am a little upset that they had Magneto be the main focus once again. I know I like Magneto as much as everyone else, and I like Michael Fassbender. I love Michael Fassbender, but they didn't really need the focus on him. We could have focused on Trask, played by Peter Dinklage, who is also a great actor, and all the other characters. But in the end, I really enjoyed X-Men: Days of Future Past, and I can't wait to see what they do with X-Men Apocalypse. Number 7, The Equalizer. I really was debating about putting this on my list, but I really consider it to be better than the previous films before this. I really loved Denzel Washington's performance, and I liked how the film had this Sherlock Holmes / superhero ninja kind of thing, and it's far better than you would even think. It's had the great story, great performances, and the action, but then it's like it has a great theme, and I really can't wait to see what they do next. I really hope they do a sequel, and that's why I say what they're gonna do next, because they are planning a sequel. Just make the sequel. I want to see another Equalizer with Denzel Washington. Yeah. Next is How to Train Your Dragon 2. I never saw the first one in theaters, but then once I saw it on television, I really grown to love the first one, and then I just had to see How to Train Your Dragon 2 because the animation in this film is incredible. I've never seen something that just drew me to the screen so much. And then when you have this great story and great characters and actors voicing these great characters, that it's just hard to look away from the screen. And then you have this great villain, and then you have all this action, and then you have this great family theme. It's just another one of a great film of the year, and it was hard to not put this on the list. Number 5, Fury. I love World War II movies, and this film is no different. It has epic performances from Brad Pitt, Shia LaBeouf, and the one guy whose name I keep forgetting, but it's one of the most realistic World War II films I've ever seen, probably since Saving Private Ryan. It is great, and the tank fights in this film are frighteningly realistic, including the tiger tank battle, which is probably the scariest bit of film I've ever seen in a movie. Just great work by those people. I'm getting that on DVD. Haha. Yeah, like you think I wouldn't put Godzilla on the list. I loved Godzilla, and while I also feel that Godzilla did not have enough screen time, and they did focus on characters that were less interesting. When Godzilla does show up, it is incredible. It is mind-blowing. To see that giant figure on the screen once again is amazing. And people need to realize that Godzilla is not the only character who doesn't just fill up the entire film. Look at Alien. The Alien was in the film, and the Alien was called Alien, and well, it was only in the film for like 4 minutes. Get over the whole fact about screen time, people. Not every monster needs to be on the screen for 2 hours. Now, I can't speak for Michael Bay, on the other hand, because his Transformers are called Transformers, and they're not even on the screen for enough time, but that's another time. Alright, next film. Number 3, The Hobbit, The Battle of the Five Armies. And I have to say, I absolutely love this film. It is the best of the trilogy. Better than the second one, better than the first. It had much more streamlined story. The runtime was perfect. The acting was perfect. The battle was perfect. Like 45 minutes of battle, I think, to be exact. And the CGI was incredible, as always. But in the end, it just comes down to the characters. And Thorin and Bilbo's story was the best part of the film. And it made me sad to see the end of Middle-earth. And it's sad to see it all go. Who knows when we'll get another one? Probably never. Who knows if someone will reboot it? I hope not, because I love these films. I don't care what people say. I love The Hobbit, so shut up about it. Alright. Number 2, Captain America, The Winter Soldier. I love this film. It was kind of not even difficult in the slightest to put this as number 2. Because I love the performances in this film, I love the story, and I love the Winter Soldier, aka Bucky. Even though he was not in the film as much as I was hoping he would be, he pretty much became the Terminator of the Marvel Universe. He was frightening every time he showed up on screen. And then to see the dynamic between him and Steve was also really heartbreaking, to see his best friend be turned into a monster. And then you have all the other performances from Scarlett Johansson and Samuel L. Jackson and Robert Redford. And all those people were really great. And I can't wait to see what they do with Captain America 3, Civil War. Hopefully they'll bring back Red Skull. That's what I'm hoping. And finally, number 1 is Dawn of the Planet of the Apes. I gotta say, it was not hard to put this as number 1. Dawn is my favorite film this year, hands down, no competition. I love the story, I love the characters, I love the villain in Koba, played by Toby Kebbell, and of course, Andy Serkis as Caesar. Those two make the film, and they're my favorite characters of the whole year, because the dynamic between them is like brothers turned enemies, is just one of the best things I've seen in a long time. And the visual effects are hands down unbeatable. If that film does not win best visual effects like it lost in Rise, it will be an absolute crime. Dawn of the Apes is the best film of the year, and I want all of you to go and watch it, because this film will blow your mind. And that's the end of my top 10 films of 2014. I hope you enjoyed. Please list down in the comments what your favorite films of the year were, and tell me what you thought about them, and just give me a description and whatever you want. And I'll be seeing you guys next year with more films to watch in theaters, because I honestly hate watching films on laptops and computers and iPads. I prefer to watch it in theaters. I like the big screen. I like the full experience. And I hope you people think the same way, because if you don't, well then, well, to each his own. It's your own opinion, but it's kind of lame opinion. Alright, thank you for watching. I'll be seeing you guys later.